Welcome to today's episode, and if you're watching it, you can see that I'm doing it from the streets of Amsterdam, so you have beautiful bikes in the background, beautiful buildings, and I wanted to share a thought with you today. I think it's so interesting how in today's modern world and age we kind of outsourced a lot of our personal responsibility and taking ownership onto having an over-reliance on all the experts. And so often, for example, we would look up to people in the medical field and rely on their opinion and trust them more than we would trust our own gut instincts and what we think is going on. And I'm not saying it to completely dismiss the experts, because of course they have spent time and energy invested in learning that skill. But actually only a few people out there are very good at what they do. And most of the people are quite average, and they don't know us personally. So only us personally and us, we know our full case. And we can never be fully reliant and outsourcing that responsibility onto other people like doctors or professors or any other expert that you might think of. And I think it's always very good. The approach that I'm trying to take is always listening in. Apologies for the background sounds. Listening in to different opinions, triangulating with different opinions, but then in the end, trusting myself, trusting my own gut, my intuition, and that I know what's best for me. And that has been working out very well. So I think in our lives these days, once you realize that everything is our fault, everything is my fault is one of my favorite phrases, just because it helps me take all of that responsibility. And once I realize it, okay, it is my fault. So even if I do trust a doctor and I do believe that in the end they are wrong, can I still listen to them? It was my choice to listen or not to listen. I would never blame other people, and hence I need to take the personal responsibility, and hence I need to count and listen to other people's opinions, but at the same time know that I'm living with the final consequences, and not to have that over-reliance on others and still trust my own gut and intuition. I hope this episode helps you to connect with yourself, to trust yourself, and to know that that voice in your head, in your heart, that tells you something, we should listen to it more often. And then we'll have a life where we take more personal responsibility, we don't blame others, and we end up having a happier, healthier life in the end. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, I hope to see you in the next one tomorrow.